The idea between the two, how you can have the buy in the back with that standing there with the web, I think looks really, really cool. A welcome addition, that's for sure.
Sean Solo 8.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Sean Solo 8, and today I'll be going over a Sentinel SV action figure review. Today we've got the clear version, or the invisible or transparent version of Miles Morales Spider-Man. I am super stoked to add this to the collection. I've seen the movie so many times. I just love Miles Morales Spider-Man. I put it up there, this movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, up there with The Empire Strikes Back for me personally, and most of you know how big of a Star Wars fan I am. But in package, as you can see, it's absolutely amazing. I know some of you are probably wondering, is the box the same as the older version? And as you can see right here, yes it is. It's exactly the same size. So there's absolutely nothing different about these two versions. Apart from the contents, even this side of the package is very similar, the back is very similar. But let me start by showing you the top. It just says Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And on this side of the package, you get a few images of Miles Morales in his transparent or clear costume, as they call it, and some cool effects, which that's another reason why I wanted these. I got the Batman ones, but not these. And you can see the very, very cool effects that come with Miles. You get a hand with a mask, the half masked, half faced, and of course this cool electrifying effect. Now, I played Spider-Man Miles Morales on PlayStation 5, and that's another reason why I had to get this, because again, you know, loving the movie and loving the game. I would say it's probably one of the best video games ever created too. I would go that far. But without further ado, wait, let me show you guys the bottom. If you're wondering, I'm not going to read all that to you, but you can feel free to pause and check that out. So without further ado, yeah, let's open this guy up. So we'll go ahead and slide out the contents of the tray. And you can see it is, yes, going to be 3 different trays here. You have also an instruction booklet, which I'll show you that here in a minute. But the main tray is right there. You get your figure with multiple hands. Let me try and lean that against the wall. I'll show you guys a close-up. Of course, you got the pow, the crack, the buy, and you get, yeah, loads of hands, which look absolutely incredible. It looks like it's still the same, just pegs. And yeah, that Miles Morales head, we'll go ahead and get that out of there. It looks like the same head sculpts for the figure. I wonder if the neck is bigger. We'll check that out. You got your mask in your hand and the lightning effect in that one. And of course, in this case, it looks like, yeah, you've got your whipping hands, 2 different stands. I guess one is for the words. But yeah, let's get all these accessories out and let's take a closer look. Boom! We have Miles Morales, the clear version, on the turntable with all of his accessories in sight. Right off the bat, I'm blown away just out of taking it out of the package. I am absolutely stoked. Just the feel of it in your hand, it feels as good as the previous version, and the transparency on this figure, I don't think anybody has nailed it as good as this one here. Now, you can see these plastic effects. I'm sure you're wondering where it says crack, pow, buy, how thick those are. So let me just pull those up quickly and give you an idea. Are they bendable? Very, very slightly, and they are pretty thick, as you can see there, and then they all come with a little peg on the bottom. And I'm guessing that's because that's probably why we get 2 of the stands. Now, these stands, they are completely identical, and they do fit into the base that you see there on the back. And I gather you're just gonna pop that out, yep, and then you're gonna put the buy just right on there like that. And then let's go ahead and articulate this down, and as you can see, yeah, looks pretty sweet. I think that looks super cool. They are all the same. Here's the POW. As you can see, it's nice and green. Let me just get it like that. And yeah, all the thickness on these are the same. Here is the crack. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with these, that's for sure. So let's just stick those to the side. I'm sure you've seen in a million videos how the stand works. You can just pop it out right on the back and put your stands anywhere you want, and I will show you that here when I put them in a few poses. It does come with an instruction manual, which I'm sure you've all seen before also. It just has instructions on how to take apart your figure, all the hands that he comes with, and of course, yeah, I guess I did do that little stand right. Oh, and this Miles Morales comes with a neck for the extra head, which is cool, and I'm sure everybody's wondering how this one is. So let's just get straight to it and pop this on this one. So obviously, yeah, that neck piece stays on for that Miles. So if I can pop this out somehow. So basically in the instructions, it just says if it doesn't want to come out, you can soak it with hot water. So let me just try and pop mine off. Mine is not wanting to come off and his body comes apart. So yeah, I am going to have to soak this in hot water to give you guys a look at that. So I will be right back in an instant for you guys. So after about, I would say 30 seconds of putting them in, not even boiling water, it was just hot, super hot tap water, I was able to get that peg off. So let's go ahead and plug this one in. And this alone feels like it's hard to get on. So yeah, there is the head on the neck, and it doesn't want to make a popping sound, so I don't know if I need to heat this head up a little bit more. But you can see, yeah, it looks fantastic, man, especially that side shot, his smile. You can see the hair coming out, and again, the eyes are a different part than the face, but overall it looks fantastic. And then you can see the wrinkles on the mask. Look great. The back of the neck, he does have an Adam's apple. It looks almost like it's on both sides, but with that head, he looks down about that far, and he looks up relatively good too. I know that's on there good, and it didn't make it pop, but I know that's on there really good. But you can see, yeah, it's on a peg, a ball peg in there, a double ball peg, and it just pops right on, gives you that satisfying pop sound. He also comes with this electrifying attack, which actually has, it almost looks like there is a peg on there. And let me see how that one goes on, which hand. And here's Miles with the electricity on his hands, slamming it to the ground. As you can see, he doesn't look too cool with the smiley face on, but that electrifying hand is so awesome. Now, I chose to put it in just like it shows in the instruction manual, because you can see right here. Let me show you. Let me turn the table off really quick. Of course, he'd look better with it going down like that when he like boom, boom. Anyway, you can see right here that there's a little clip that clips between his fingers. You can almost see like the triangular shape there. Let me zoom in on it for you guys. But see where it like clips in right there? And you can see, yeah, the effects just look super, super cool. I'll wait for that airplane to go by really quick. You can put it several different ways. I did have it earlier, but this way here just guarantees that it doesn't fall out of his hand. But you can see it is rubbery and bendy, so you don't have to worry about, you know, this breaking at all. Definitely rubbery and bendy, so you can use it on all kinds of figures. But man, that definitely looks so awesome. Again, it's easier just to slide it into that hand, and I would say yes, it's definitely a welcome addition, that's for sure. Now, the other effect that he comes with is the masked head. So let's go ahead and scoot this turntable back, and we're gonna go ahead and sit Miles down for a minute, let him play with his electricity. Let me get out his head sculpt without the mask, which I happen to have right here in a little baggie. Just pull that head off, stick this one, let me show you the neck. I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering what that looks like. And then you can see the back. Looks pretty good. But we're gonna put on this Miles head. It clips on just perfectly, actually. It looks really good too, doesn't it? So that is the alternate neck peg on the Miles Morales head. Looks really cool. And the hand that came in the package, just put Miles right here without falling, is this open hand, very similar to like the Mafex Amazing Spider-Man. And then here's the mask. Let's see if you can actually hold it like that really easy. Yep, holds in this hand really good. You can see the mold is fantastic. Lots and lots of wrinkle in there. Looks very, very cool, man. This is a very hard plastic. And let's just stand Miles up with this one on. And yeah, let's see if he spins around on the turntable. But there is your Miles Morales. Ooh, I didn't think he would. And there goes his mask flying. But yeah, there he goes. You can see the mask down there in his hand. Looks really, really cool. He would probably look better with the cell phone. But overall, I think it's a beautiful touch. And again, definitely helps me justify my price of admission, because I did get this one from the Hobby Link Japan. So I think that's sweet, man. Really cool. Next up, let's go to the ultimate prize here, which is the clear Spider-Man. As you can see, I think that went over all of the pieces that came with Miles Morales. He does come with several sets of hands. The articulation on this guy, looks identical. It's just, yes, a clear plastic. Let me zoom up on him. Let's check out the head molds to see if they're the same. Yeah, even the head molds are the same. They got that nice lifted look. And the transparency in the head looks fantastic. This is designed to fall apart, of course. And as you can see, you can't see any of the joints through it, which is just beautiful. And there's a look at his arm. You can see the joints on camera, but I'm telling you, in person, you really can't notice them. But yeah, on camera, because of the high definition, you can definitely see it. And let's look at his legs. You can see the transparency. I would say, yeah, right there, how it looks to me on looking through the camera is about how it looks in person. Except, again, this piece, you really can't tell because it is that blue. Maybe if I turn off a few lights, you guys will be able to tell. No, it actually makes it kind of worse, but that does look even more transparent like that, doesn't it? But yeah, the paintwork looks the same too. And of course, let's take a look at the back of the figure. Looks identical too. And let's see, without all those lights on. Definitely, man, look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. It's just phenomenal. Let me turn those lights back on again. And let's go ahead and see how easy. Yeah, they didn't fix the pegs. So just put this whipping hands in. And you can see, yeah, that looks cool too. You can actually see how the hands are a bit wider. So let's put him back like that. Like he's in some sort of whipping pose. Yeah, that's cool. Look at that. Absolutely phenomenal, man. Just beautiful. And of course, his articulated toes. His shoes are white, looks like. But he comes with two of those. So let's pop the other one on just to show you guys. There is the other one. Look how far back that arm goes. Just crazy, huh? Man, insanity. Maybe you can do it two between the legs. Yeah, that looks cool too. Now, these webs actually are a lot more translucent than the other ones, because the other ones are white. Let me show you. Which some people may actually like better. I'm not sure, but the webs, yeah, they're the same, except they're clear. But yeah, very, very cool. Here's a look at the open palm hands, which I actually forgot to hit record when I finally got them in a pose, but I did manage to have this footage of when I was setting it up. So yeah, here's the open palm hands. Also comes with these little grippy fingers where he's literally crunching them, and it's more stylistic, if that's a word, where he's on the wall crawling. So those look really cool. Then he also comes with these stylish, relaxed hands where he's just chilling out on a ledge, or maybe sitting his hand on his knee. But yeah, he comes with those ones too. Oh, and how could I forget? There is another set of hands I'm going to go over, but he also comes with this, the same head sculpt as we had on the previous Miles. But as you can see there, like, what is going on? But I wouldn't see using this one on this body. I think I would definitely be using the open-eyed version. And the last set of hands he comes with are the ones that actually hold the spider web. And you can see the amazing articulation. And again, it is a nice clear web on the stand, which is utterly a confusing stand, but I think I figured it out. I probably should have read the instructions again on that, but you can see the idea between the two, how you can have the buy in the back with that standing there with the web, I think looks really, really cool. And lastly, we have the unmasked, well, half-masked Miles Morales. So you can see him on a flight stand to see how that looks. And honestly, I think it's really, really beautiful, man. I cannot wait to get my hands on Gwen Stacy. And maybe I should finally get around to opening Ben Parker, which I've still haven't done that. But if you're new around here, consider subscribing. Click on one of these videos you see up on the screen. Kindly throw a thumbs up on the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.